Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, born Chris Wayne Jackson. March 9, 1969, is an American former professional basketball player. He played in the National Basketball Association NBA for 9 years with the Denver Nuggets, Sacramento Kings, and Vancouver Grizzlies. Abdul-Rauf played college basketball for the SU Tigers from 1988 to 1990 and was a consensus first-team All-American both seasons he played. He was chosen as the 3rd overall pick in the 1990 NBA draft by the Denver Nuggets. Abdul-Rauf was selected for the NBA Most Improved Player Award in 1993. Appeared in the slam dunk contest at the 1993 NBA All-Star Weekend and was one of the league's most accurate free throw shooters. After his NBA career, he played in multiple leagues around the world. Abdul-Rauf sparked controversy during his NBA career when he refused to stand for the national anthem in a sign of protest, and called the flag of the United States a symbol of oppression. Abdul-Rauf was born Chris Jackson in Gulfport, Mississippi, the son of Jacqueline Jackson. 1-2, he was raised in a single-parent family, along with his 2 brothers, Omar and David. 2-3, his childhood was characterized by poverty, as there were times when he and his brothers were not able to have proper nutrition. 2, Abdul-Rauf missed the 4th grade and was later placed in special education classes. 2, he had a moderate form of Tourette syndrome, a condition that went undiagnosed until he was 17. 2-4, Abdul-Rauf managed to overcome difficulties to become a basketball prodigy for Gulfport High School. 1-2, in his senior season in high school, he averaged 29.9 points and 5.7 assists per game, and was called up to the McDonald's All-American game. 1-3-5, he was also named Mississippi Mr. Basketball twice, in 1987 and 1988-16. Having never played an organized game, Abdul-Rauf was discovered by a middle school girls coach in Gulfport, MS, during lunch period on the playground. Recognizing his skill, she convinced his mother to allow him to play organized basketball. In his first game, despite not knowing the rules, Abdul-Rauf scored 24 points. Source: Beckett Publications. Citation needed. Abdul-Rauf was a standout freshman for SU, scoring 48 points against Louisiana Tech in just his 3rd game for the school. 2, he set the scoring record for a freshman with 53 points against Florida. 2, on March 4, 1989, he scored 55 points against Ole Miss to top his personal best, while also setting a career high for three-pointers made with 10. 3-7 in the same game, Ole Miss Gerald Glass scored 53, making their 108 combined points the most ever by 2 players in an SEC game. 8-9. He appeared in 32 games in his freshman season, setting the NCAA record for points by a freshman 965 and points per game by a freshman 30.2. 3-10, he was named SEC Player of the Year and first-team All-American. 3-11 in his sophomore season, he produced similar numbers with his scoring average slightly falling to 27.8 per game. 3, on February 10, 1990, he tied his career high for three-pointers made, while finishing the game with 49 points. 12, he was named SEC Player of the Year and first-team All-American for a 2nd year in a row. 2-3, after a remarkable 2-year stint at SU, Abdul-Rauf declared for the NBA draft. His number 35 jersey was retired by the Tigers in 2020. 13, Abdul-Rauf was introduced to Islam when he was given the book, The Autobiography of Malcolm X, by his SU coach, Dale Brown. 38, he was introduced to the Quran during his rookie season with the Denver Nuggets and converted to Islam shortly afterward. 38. He changed his name from Chris Jackson to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf in 1993. 39. He is the father of 5 children. 40. Following his NBA career, Abdul-Rauf moved to Florida after his house in Neckis, Mississippi was burned to the ground in 2001. 41, 42, 43, 40 for investigators determined it was arson, and the FBI investigated, according to the Clarion Ledger, but no one was ever charged. 45, in December 2001, Abdul-Rauf appeared on an episode of HBO's Real Sports, where he stated that he thought the 9/11's terrorist attacks in the U.S. were an inside job and suggested that Israel might have been involved in the attacks. 4. Abdul-Rauf is perhaps best known for the controversy created when he refused to stand for the Star-Spangled Banner before games. 47. Stating that the flag was a symbol of oppression and that the United States had a long history of tyranny. 48. On March 12, 1996, the NBA suspended Abdul-Rauf for his refusal to stand, costing Abdul-Rauf $31,707 per missed game. 49. 2 days later, he worked out a compromise with the league, whereby he would stand during the playing of the national anthem, but could close his eyes and look downward. He usually silently recited Islamic prayer during this time for those who are suffering from all walks of life and ethnic backgrounds. 50. In an apparent publicity stunt linked to this controversy, 4 employees of Denver's Kibi radio station were charged with misdemeanor offenses related to entering a Colorado mosque and playing the Star-Spangled Banner on a bugle and trumpet in a response to Abdul-Rauf's refusal to stand for the national anthem.